Hello, my name is Phil Lewis. I'm the Executive Director of Missouri Association of Secondary School Principals. Today is August 24th, 2017. Here are the highlights of this week's update. There's a great article that is entitled, "Is Your Building Psychologically Safe, or is it a Self-Preservation Workplace?" I think you'll find that article very interesting. So there's a link on our update this week to take you a little more in depth as to what we have on this week's update. There's also membership renewal. If you'll get those in as soon as possible, I think that would be much more beneficial to you. Remember, September 15, the updates will only go to members. Also, we have a new feature this year with our first-time life insurance policy. So if you get signed up by September 15, that goes into effect August 1. There is registration for the fall conference, Creating Innovative Learning Opportunities. There are updates about who our keynote speakers are and a little bit about some of the other people that will be at the conference. So please take a look at that and get yourself signed up for the conference. We have two good articles on leadership that's in this week's update. Also, the two new board members that were appointed by Governor Greitens just last week. I talked a little bit earlier about is your building psychologically safe? You know, leadership is far more complex than just managing. Managing is boxes, charts, data, programs, evaluations, and expectations. Leadership is being in the middle of a swirl of ideas, thoughts, constant communication, excitement, creativity, collaborating, and questioning the status quo. Great teams are led by men and women who love being in the middle of a controlled swirl that's driven by a compelling vision. Environments like this are more exciting for the teachers because they are engaged and they have the support to make more mistakes than good or average teams. Great teams are not afraid to take risks, admit mistakes, and challenge themselves to get better by trying to figure out how to improve. There's a short video and a link to Amy Edmondson's article, or actually it's a TED Talk, and I think that you will find that it is an excellent TED Talk, and there's more information that you can go to on that TED Talk site. We talked a little bit about membership. Please try and get those in as quickly as possible. We want all leaders to be transformational principals. We want them to be visionary, instructional, managerial, relational, and innovative leaders. To keep up in today's ever-changing educational climate, a principal must stay current and continue his or her professional growth and model reflective practices. You know, we're very proud of Missouri's active principals. We are pleased with all the things that you are doing as members and excited about the number of principals who continue to leave their districts for our conferences and share their voices in face-to-face meetings. Many principals across the United States are not involved, and their states are suffering. I attend national meetings, and it's very obvious that the associations with active principals are less likely to have educators making educational decisions. Too many states have principals that wait for direction. In an article by Autumn Arnett, she wrote, "Well, I'm just going to wait for my superintendent to tell me what to do." Now, that seems to be a reoccurring theme across the country. I am so happy to be in Missouri, where we have an active voice and an active principal group that helps drive education here in Missouri. Governor Greitens appointed Claudia Ornate Grime and Doug Russell to the State Board of Education. Ms. Grime is a compliance counselor for Lockton Companies, and Russell is the president of Durham Company. There's an article this week in the update. This is the number one trait of leaders, says a Wharton professor who studied thousands of executives. I think you'll find this article that will strike some good tones for you, and I think you'll enjoy reading it. I'm sure that your school year is off to a great start. It took us hours of planning, researching ideas, and meeting the needs of teachers, students, and school personnel, and we hope that it happened smoothly. And I know it did, because it really is the principal thing. Have a good weekend.